just the tip of the iceberg.
I don't know why it is the case, but every time I'm leaving Tauranga, it's always nice and sunny. It's always like the place is trying to remind me how beautiful and pretty it is, especially when the sun's out. You asked me where the camera is. I rocked up. I came to Auckland via bus today, and the first thing, it wasn't even a hello or anything. The moment Gashura saw me, she's like, "Philip, where's your camera?" This is. I think that's what consistency is. When you do something consistently, people expect you. You know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
To me, that means more than any video metrics or any video engagement that I get or anything like that. Like that's to me a result.
I feel so fat. That's amazing.
I'm gonna make your face look so fat.
Did you get up my nostrils as well?
So I landed on the bus 4 hours ago, and the past 4 hours Gashura's been either on her phone just busy with work.
You have work?
Yeah, she's working today. WFH, working from home. And we've just been on the phone to Michael as well. That guy's making a move to Australia. And I think that's my breakfast that's coming over. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yum.
Delicious! So I was on the bus today,
Yeah.
and halfway, I think we were in Pairo, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We stopped there for a quick toilet stop. I got out of the bus. Pit stop. I got out of the bus. Come over here. I got out of the bus and went to toilet, did my thing. Come out. There was a dude. He's like, he saw the top, Defcon,
Oh, yes,
and he
yes.
was like, "I saw your top and I saw your tattoo, and that's Defcon." And he's like, "It's the Festival A in Netherlands." I was like, "No fucking way!" Like, and what was trippy is that when I got out of the bus to go toilet, I literally, like 2 minutes ago, I was thinking about it, that it's insane how you can be in the country that's obviously so far from Netherlands and no one even has a fucking clue.
No.
Unless, you know, it's you or
Yes,
someone
yes.
who knows what I'm up to.
Yeah.
But anyways, and he walks up to me, he was like, "Defcon." I was like, and I was standing there in front of him, I was like, "No fucking way. Like, there's no way someone, you know, who hopped up on a bus in Tauranga can know about Defcon and what's happening." And he's like, "Yeah, I know, it's a festival, you know, doof in the Netherlands." I was like, "No fucking way." And I was like, "How do you know it? Like, what do you know about it?" And he goes, "Defcon." I was like, "Defcon 1." It's I was like, he knows about it. I was like, "What the fuck?" Anyways, we hop on the bus, and I'm like, "Cool, I can like talk, you know, to him, for the rest of the way, and it's gonna be fucking entertaining." And it's just gonna be quick, you know, because we had like another maybe hour and 30 minutes till Auckland. Yeah. We go up. He sits next to me. He is the main part of the story. That was the pre-story. He sits next to me. He probably said one sentence about Defcon, and then he starts talking. And he just like talks about himself. He talks about that he's like into music, that he produces music. And then I'm like, oh, you know, we're probably going to go back to, you know, the Defcon topic, and he's just talking about the stuff, the fact that he produces music, and then he's like, but I also do a business, and I also went to Wellington to do like a workshop seminar, and then he like starts talking about Aussie, how people in Melbourne are sweet and people in Sydney are assholes. And then he starts talking about, I'm like, wait, what are you talking? Because I was trying to sort of have a conversation with him and trying to reply to the stuff that he was saying. But then when he started hopping from one topic to another, from one subject to another, I started losing him, and I've noticed that my thoughts started drifting away, and I was like, why is he still talking? Like, I'm not even replying to him. And, bro, I shit you not, I was sitting next to him. It got to the point where I'm like, should I just like cut him off and tell him that, you know, it was nice. He wasn't here. No, he wasn't. And then he was like, sooner, like, I can't remember when it happened, but he was like, oh yeah, and when I was in, you know, Sydney and and the reason I didn't like them because I've got, I think he said he had trauma, and he had the whole fucking list of mental health conditions.
Oh my god.
And I was like, no, he's on the fucking spectrum. and the problem is, I have no issues with people like that, right? Like, I have, like, honestly, like, that's fine. Like, we all have our own struggles and shit like that. Yeah. But the problem that I was facing, I was like, he's gonna sit here for the remaining time of the ride, and I'm not gonna be able to get rid of him. And he wouldn't stop talking. He was literally just sitting next to me, and he's like, oh, and and like, every time you would ask him a question so that you can have a normal conversation,
it was all about him.
He goes, nah. And then he goes back to talking about his own shit, and I'm like, bro. And I was like, okay, what do I do? How do you like politely cut someone off? Because you're on the bus, you can't just like get up and go. You can't just walk away, right? So we were on the bus, and he's sitting next to me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should pretend that I'm like, you know, making a phone call. But then he's just gonna sit next to me, and he's gonna wait until the end of the conversation. And I was like, oh my god, that's gonna be the longest fucking drive ever.
So, moral of the story.
Moral of the story.
Still talking to strangers.
Bro, and like, he looked normal. He looked normal at the start.
You look normal too.
Yeah, and he couldn't fucking shut up. He could not shut up. And yeah, so I just ended up telling him, I was like, oh sorry bro, my missus is stuck in the airport, which she was, Kat. And I was like, I just got to make a phone call. And I started calling her, and like, she's not. And Kat wasn't answering. Yeah. Kat, she wasn't answering the phone call.
Yes.
And I was like, come on bro, please answer the phone call. And she wasn't. And I was like, sorry bro, I just got to make a phone call. And I was like, anyways, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for like walking up to me and And he's like, no, pleasure. Why?
Because they just clog.
She's a hater. She hates kids. What about school holidays? That's when the place gets flooded. Does it?
They never come here on school holidays. They only come here when it's at school. Just to skip the school, you see?
Cheers, thanks. Same one? Oh no, that's a Lexus.
Yeah.
Why are you hunting for a Lexus?
I don't know.
Do you know that Lexus and Toyota is the same?
Yeah.
I didn't. Do you know that BMW and the Cooper is the same?
Yes, yeah.
Cooper.
And what is a Mitsubishi and not Mitsubishi. Where's the other one?
Do you know that Merc?
Ford and oh my god, Ford and who? They have got the same parts as well. Same shit. Oh my god, which one is it?
No, not Honda.
No, Honda.
Ford and Mitsubishi, no?
I think it's Mitsubishi, yeah.
Yeah.
I know why I'm overthinking.
Do you know that Merc
Yeah.
and Lada cars is the same?
No. Hell no.
Did that face again? No.
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 Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on.
What?
Put your seatbelt on. You always don't put your seatbelt on. Can you hear ding
if I never
dong,
do that, then why should I do it
ding
now?
dong.
Why should I start now? Might as well be consistent about it.
I'm gonna drive like
Are we gonna go pick up Ali?
Yes.
What time does she finish? 4 o'clock.
4.
Bro, this one, every time she does squats, you know those half-ass reps that
Not
girls
half.
do? I'm not trying to attack the girls. It's actually, they're called half squats, or they're called squat pulses, in a way. So what you do is you come down and you go sort of all the way up, but you don't lock the hips up the top. That's what she does. She never looks, and she's trying to, like, for a girl. Every girl is trying to grow glutes, right? That's common sense. But how can you grow glutes if you never lock your hips in? Like, you need to lock those hips in. You need to squeeze those glutes up the top. That should not even be. Why am I explaining this?
How do you think they're growing then without me locking them?
I don't know. That's why they're fucking small.
They're not small, they're massive. I used to be pancake. No, I don't look like pancake.
They're not. Yeah, fat and massive is not the same thing. Yeah, nah, because you do other exercises too. You do like you know, you still even with squats, even if you do squat pulses down the bottom, you still activate your glutes, but you're missing out on so much by just not, you know, locking those hips up the top and not adding that extra. Every time you add the extra squeeze, imagine if you squeeze for a second. Once you've done 10 reps and a
10
set,
reps in 1
that-
second of the squeeze.
even just half a second, bro. Let's say 1 second. You squeeze up the top. You go up, squeeze, back down. That's a second, right? That's no longer than a second. You do 10 reps. It's 10 seconds. You do 3 sets of 10 reps. You do squats, 3 sets. By the end of, you know, by the time you finish doing squats, that's 30 seconds of a glute squeeze. So 1 second doesn't feel like much, right? But at the end of the day, or at the end of the exercise, you've done half a minute. Imagine, just put a barbell on top of your shoulders and squeeze your glutes for 30 seconds. I can guarantee you, in 30 seconds time, she's gonna be on the ground and she's gonna be, oh my god, it's burning, why are you trying to kill me? And you're literally stealing that off yourself every single time you train.
Remember how when I saw you and I was surprised there was no camera in your hand?
Yeah.
Do you know how peaceful we felt?
Yeah.
That actually can I have a conversation with you?
Bro,
without-
we literally chatted for like 4 hours. We talked when you picked me up, and then we talked at home, and then we talked with Michael. It was probably like 4 hours
No.
before we went gym. And only when when we had the feed, that's when I had the camera on for the first time. So, what are you moaning about? Tell me what you want to talk about and I'll put the camera down.
Hi, Alia. Hello. Wow. Are you gonna record them? Come, run. Hi. Sit. Can you wave? Can you wave? Can you say hi? I'm just gonna brush your hair. Yeah.
Is the freezer? Is on the bottom?
Freeze at the bottom, yeah.
Is there space?
You can put it on top of things. You're brushing your hair. Don't eat the brush. It's for hair brushing.